And we're back with TSPN and Karl Knobelauch.
Good morning.
Hi, Karl. You are the president of the Preston Castle Foundation.
Yes.
And Castle is seems like almost ready to open back up fully, but
Just about. We hope we're within weeks.
seems like we've been saying almost for a long time. But I'm looking at the emails going back and forth, and it looks very promising.
The state bureaucracy is finally getting us there.
That's right. But we have a big event coming up. Even though the interior of the castle may be closed, there's still a lot of things going on the outside.
We've had a lot of events this summer already. We've got at least one more to go, two more. We've got the wine tasting event coming second Saturday in September 13th, and then we will have some sort of a Halloween event yet. We just don't know exactly for sure what.
Right. You just had, I want to mention real quick, you just had the mystery
We had
dinner.
the murder mystery dinner, the lethal luau, and the folks that put that together are already planning next year's murder mystery dinner.
And this one, you actually had two of them, didn't you? 2 nights?
Right, because it's so popular. In 2013, we filled up the single night in like 3 weeks early, sold it out. So this year we did 2 nights of murder mystery dinner and sold both of those out 2 weeks early.
All right. Well, good news. The wine tasting event's coming up. What's the date and time of it?
It's September 13th. That's the second Saturday in September, and it's from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the castle. And it's a big event. We'll have 14 or 15 wineries all pouring tastings in the same place. You can't do that out in Shenandoah Valley. You got to get in your car and go winery to winery.
That's
We'll
right.
have 14 or 15 of them all in one place.
You said that all of these are your personal selection of wines, but they're also going to be at the event.
Right. Amongst the wineries that are going to be there's Serafina, Tanis, Vino Noceto, Terra de Oro, and 10 or 11 other wineries that will be there also, all pouring.
And you usually prepare the food for it, don't you?
Myself and about 6 other people work for about 5 days in advance of the event, because we're doing, not only is there the wine tasting, but there's a large, when I say large, very large hors d'oeuvre buffet on the back patio. This year, it'll be about 15 hors d'oeuvre items, half of them hot. And so we've got to prep cook all of that. And the numbers are staggering. Last year we used 80 pounds of pork for pulled pork sandwiches, 65 pounds of shrimp for shrimp cocktails. The numbers are just huge, how much food there is.
You know, I'd like to say people come there for the wine, but when you can leave with your stomach full, too, for basically a dinner,
Right.
even though it's hors d'oeuvres, it basically is a dinner.
It's a dinner, and you go away with one of the custom etched Preston Castle glasses and one of these nifty little plates that we discovered. There's a lot of folks end up where they got a wine glass in his hand and a plate full of food here. Okay, how do you eat it? Well, we solved that for you. Plate and glass here,
That's
one
right.
hand free to take care of business.
One hand free to go and bid on items in the
That's
raffle.
right, bid on the raffle items.
And these glasses these are my favorites at home because they're nice big glasses.
They're
and-
big glasses and they're quality glasses. They are, if you ring them, they have the nice ring. They're real crystal. They're not cheap glass. They have the nice edge, not the rolled cheap edge. So
And they have the logo on them, too. So
right.
That's always nice, but I like having them around the house. They have good memories for me, too.
Yes,
So-
memories of a fun time. And everybody goes home with one of those, and if they want to, they can take their plate home even.
Right. How many people usually attend the event?
Last year, we believe, was at about 450.
Wow.
This year, we're going to cap the number at 400 so that I know 400 doesn't sound like an intimate experience, but a bit more of an intimate experience by capping it at 400. So folks want to go online to PrestonCastle.com to get their tickets. Get those tickets early because this event very likely will sell out this year and there won't be tickets available at the door.
Or you can see Preston Castle Foundation board members.
Right.
Or are the tickets around town at all?
At Clark's Corner.
At Clark's Corner, or like I have them, you have them,
Right.
all the other board members have them. So great event. I usually donate some tickets to county employees, and I always get
I see them every year and they appreciate that.
Yeah, I always get a lot of thank yous because this is a favorite event for a lot of people. The weather is usually just almost perfect for it every year.
It is. I don't remember a wine tasting day that was too hot or too cold. It's just almost perfect early fall weather.
Right. And you have some great raffle prizes. I bought some things last year that a man makes out of the wine barrels.
Right, out of the barrel staves.
And it makes tables and
Chairs.
I think that's what I got last year.
Yeah, I
but,
think you did.
are really, really nice, and they fit in your home very well, too. And, you know, the one I got, it had Seguin Moreau on it, which my brother was tied in with them, so it has a connection there.
Yeah.
Besides the wine event, you said the Halloween event is going to happen one way or the other.
One way or another, we're going to do something for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
We have a plan A and a plan B, depending upon what our circumstances are with the castle at that point.
Now, if the interior of the castle is closed, like on the wine event or Halloween, you'll still have activities on the outside too,
Right.
correct?
And at the wine event, even if we're not back inside the castle yet, there will be historic grounds tours led by the trained docents for those that are interested in something more than just food and wine.
Yeah, so they'll be able to get into the where all of the museum artifacts are and look at those?
No,
Okay.
what we're doing with those is bringing some of those out on the front
Okay.
porch so that folks can see them.
And if people haven't toured the rest of the grounds or taken a tour of the grounds, those items are kind of one of a kind. The Pelton wheel, you won't see something like that
No.
anyplace else.
No.
You're not bringing that one out.
It's a little too heavy.
Yeah, that actually came from I think
A museum in Oakland.
Oakland when we went down for that. And
Rick Kreth took a
convinced
low
them.
bed down there, and you all hauled that back up from Oakland again.
And the Pelton wheel originally drove the water system, didn't it, for the castle?
There was the falling water that was coming from a reservoir up in the hills turned the Pelton wheel, and that was what produced the first electricity at the castle in 1900, 6 years after they opened the castle.
And just some tidbits. Who are some of the famous people that were at the castle?
Movie star, I'll be dating myself. Some of the younger audience won't recognize these names probably. Rory Calhoun, the movie star, was there. Rochester, Eddie Anderson, his stage name was Rochester on the Jack Benny Show, was an award at Preston, along with Lee J. Cobb, another actor, and probably the most recognizable name across generations is Merle Haggard was actually a resident there.
Beyond that, the actual Preston Castle closed at what point, about in the 50s?
In 1955, the last of the boys stopped living in the castle. They still used it as an administration building all the way up till 1960, and in 1960 is when they completely closed it.
And still trying to get artifacts and things that when they sold off all the artifacts, they're around. People have them.
We occasionally get them. Just last month, we had a family bring us an old upright piano that the lady's father bought from outside of the inside, or from inside the castle in 1960 when they closed it. And he's getting older now, and he wanted to give the piano back to the foundation as a historic artifact.
So if you have items out there, you know who to contact.
Yes.
Okay, the wine event coming up, the dates again?
September 13th, the second Saturday in September, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Preston Castle.
And you can get your tickets from any board member, Clark's Corner, or online?
PrestonCastle.com.
Okay, and that's a PayPal account, is that
That's a PayPal account, right?
Okay. All right, Carl. Well,
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you very much for being here. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with TSPN.